place is imbued with human existence and memory.
The people here in Lincoln realize and understand that they have something pretty special here.
I hope that it will be a thing of pride for the local community.
This is an important piece of a community's industrial heritage, relics that has been disappearing within this landscape. We have an opportunity to use this for a variety of reasons, for education, for performance, and we also are preserving a landmark piece in their community.
Come from Ireland to do the education program for the Sculpture Symposium.
These kids are getting things in a very broad way.
How would you get the beams to hold it without all your sticks falling?
3,000 squares.
I'm Rick Dunkerley, the project director for Blackfoot Pathways Sculpture in the Wild. The project started with a conversation between Kevin O'Dwyer and I. Kevin and I met at Pratt Fine Arts Center in Seattle, where I was teaching a Damascus steel workshop and he was artist in residence. And we've since become friends. He's visited Lincoln several times, and in one of those visits he mentioned a sculpture park that he had formed in Ireland, which led to the conversation about a sculpture park here, and we were able to get internationally recognized environmental artists here for the project. And I felt like bringing artists in who had not worked in the States before but had reputations worldwide would make this much more unique.
This type of symposia is more European based, and it's more about that dialogue and actually the artists coming on site for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This one is a 3-week symposia, and actually dialoguing with both the community and that landscape and creating large-scale works of art. We invite volunteers to come and work with us, and therefore they have ownership of the actual project. So there are skilled labor, unskilled labor, whatever it is, you know, the various artists need different people. Like I would need skilled metal workers when I'm pulling up my TP burner to the final stages.
There's a lot of volunteers involved. I don't even have a handle on the number. I'm seeing on one of the projects day in and day out the same people swinging a hammer. I'm seeing a lot of the artist community in here lending a hand. Some of them can come for short periods of time. Some of them, I think they live here now. After working with these artists from other areas, I'm learning that there is no right and wrong way, and it's how you look at something that is important and the feeling that they get out of it.
My name is John GRANDE, and I've been working about 25 years in the field of art and nature as a writer, curator, and also poet. What I find really remarkable about this community-generated initiative is that it's a park that grows out of a spirit of community and awareness of nature and the environment with a fairly integral sense of place. The artists we see here are very much cutting edge. They don't often have commercial galleries representing them, but I consider them masters in their field.
So we're in our final day and we're just finishing off. All the artists are on site and they're just finishing off their pieces. It's been a pretty intense 3 weeks here.
I think what's very different about what's happening in Lincoln is that it's a community-based project. Other projects that I've been involved in have received state funding or government funding. And what happens after a time with state funding or government funding is that the people who brought that into being leave their jobs. And then the same care isn't taken of the process. But this is something that's actually rising up, bottom up from the people themselves. It's something they're bringing into being. And we are we're collaborators in that process. You know, I think that there's no star turns in this. We're all doing this together, the volunteers. I think that it gives them a sense of ownership of the work. And what's most important then is that they'll look after it, they'll maintain it, and hopefully they'll try and see it grow. That's what I think will happen.
We've had the Lincoln community out here, up to 14 people working at a time. It's been terrific. This is, honestly speaking, probably the best volunteer group I've ever had in 25 years of doing this. And everything that you're looking at has been done gratis. People are just putting their time in.
This is the start, not the end of an ongoing process here. We will be inviting other artists. We will be on a yearly basis engaging with this community. I think the education program has been a huge success as well. We will have children coming in and engaging with the landscape and with the other artists. It's been a wonderful experience. The community has been on board right through this whole process, and I am really privileged to be part of it.